Are you confused and overwhelmed by all the choices that exist for travel host agencies? My name is Sunday Gardner, and today we are going to talk about the three considerations that you need to have when selecting a travel host agency. Number one, you need to consider the financials when considering a host agency. And what I mean by financials are you need to, one, consider how much your commission split's going to be. Most of the host agencies, when they partner with independent travel agents like yourself, they are going to take a percentage of the total commission available. That could be in the form of 10%, 20%, 30%. Some take as high as 40%. So you really need to understand what the numbers are associated with the commission split that they are taking as a part of being the host. The other financial consideration that you need to take in part is how do you get percentage increases? So let's say that they're taking 30% commission of the total commission available. How much do you need to have in sales in order for you to get an increase in commission payments? The third item that you need to consider when it comes to the financials is what are the fees? How much does it cost you monthly in order to be a partner with them? And is there a setup fee associated with partnership? Those financial considerations should all be clear to you and documented and a part of the agreement before you make a decision on which host agency to go with. The number two thing that you need to consider when deciding on a host agency are the industry credentials that they give you access to. If a host agency isn't going to give you access to the following three credentials, then you really need to take a hard look at if that's the right host agency for you. The three credentials that you're looking for are your IATAN number, which is IATAN, and that is a number that's given to you by the IATAN organization and will allow you to book hotel and air. The other number is the ARC number, Airline Reporting Commission. Most of the time that number is not created, but you want to ask to see if you have access to usage of the agency's number. And then the last number in order to book cruises is the CLIA number, and that's CLIA, and that is the governing body for the cruise organization. If you are not given access to these three numbers, and let's say you are only given percentages off as the way to book, like a 50% off booking fee or something like that, then you're most likely not truly booking as a travel agent. You're booking under some sort of vacation club or discount club or something like that. As a travel agent, you want to be able to have the industry recognized credentials as part of your host agreement so that you can book and actually book as a travel agent. The number three factor that you want to take into consideration when looking at a host agency is the travel supplier list. Let's say the travel supplier only has access to a limited number of travel suppliers, like the big ones. Let's say you look at Royal Caribbean or one of the 10 top players in the space and they don't have a supplier relationship with them. That would be an indication that you probably want to look for something else. If they're only working with a few suppliers, that's an indication that's a supplier, travel host agency that you do not want to go with. You want to go with a host agency that has access to many travel suppliers, has already negotiated rates that you'll be able to take advantage of. And here's a bonus reason factor that you want to take into consideration when selecting your host agency, and that's your access to travel as a travel agent. We all do this for different reasons, but the number one reason for benefits is your ability to travel. Most travel suppliers will allow you to utilize travel benefits if you have an Embark ID card given out by CLIA. So if you are a member of CLIA and your host agency approves that membership without any further requirements, it's likely that you'll be able to travel and receive the benefits of a travel agent. So you want to check what are the requirements for you to get approved for your CLIA Embark ID card. If they have special requirements, that lets you know that it's going to be at least a few bookings before you'll be able to get any significant discounts as a travel agent. If they don't have any requirements that allow you to get that approval, then you definitely want to consider them as an option. So the question that I have for you is, have you already selected your travel agent and do they meet the requirements that I've talked about? If so, comment below and let me know which travel agency you're going to go with. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video.